How's it going, guys? Hat-Trick Liney, or also known as Carzy, back with another video. And today I'm going to be covering the first big trade aside from Keith Kincaid going to the Blue Jackets that happened today. And it just so happens to be from my team, the Jets, acquiring Kevin Hayes from the Rangers in exchange for our first-round pick, Brendan Lemieux, and a conditional fourth-round pick. The condition is that if the Jets win the Cup. Now, as a Jets fan, I really love this trade for the team. Kevin Hayes is a big power forward who can create offense and make assists. The one thing Kevin Hayes doesn't really possess is foot speed. He's not the fastest skater, but if he were to slide in next to Nikolai Ehlers and Kyle Connor on the second line there, if Patrik Laine continues playing on the first line, then that would be a deadly line. Ehlers can skate, Kyle Connor can shoot, and Hayes can pass. Those are their best attributes of each of them, and they all complement each other really well. It'll allow Laine to play with Scheifele and Wheeler on the first, and Brian Little to slot down onto the third line, which is really good for him. It's a great place. He's a utility player, so that's where he's best used. He's also a good second-line center, but when you get him down there, it just shows how deep the team is. And I'm really excited for this trade. Brendan Lemieux was a great player for us this season in 44 games. He had 11 points. He did really add some grit and determination on the fourth line there. Plays a good game. I think his breakout year may have been next year, not especially this year, but it's still, it's giving up a first-round pick that we don't really need, and Brendan Lemieux, who is a scratched player this year, in and out of games, for a guy who may be really able to solidify the second line, and I'm really excited with this trade in general. So far this season, Hayes is having one of his best offensive years. He has 42 points in 51 games, 28 assists, and a +1 on a pretty poor Rangers team, so that really tells you something as well. He's playing very well this season, and he's really earned his minutes, and I'm excited to see what he can do with Winnipeg. All in all, I think this is a fair swap. We gave up a considerable amount to get Hayes. They got a first-round pick back, a pick that hopefully isn't that high in the draft. Should be pretty low, but still a first-round pick nonetheless. You can get a great player no matter what pick in the first round. And Brendan Lemieux, who, like I said, was a scratch player sometimes this year, but was also doing pretty good offensively. For a guy who can play second or third line, kill penalties, play on the power play. And I'm real excited to see how this trade works out. I might be doing more trade videos throughout the day, and at the end of the trade deadline, I'll do a big wrap-up with some of my winners and losers, and I'll let you guys know my thoughts on it. But for now, have a good day, and I will see you after the deadline.